Hello. Here we have today's special guest, Veronica. She is the actual goth from China.
Yep.
So you wanted to know for sure about how it's going in China, about Gothic culture. So we have one person and she can tell you a little more that you think about how it's going here there in China. She's from Shanghai. That's actually where we got to know each other.
Mhm.
So your turn.
Yeah, hi, it's Veronica, or if you want to know my Chinese name, but I don't force you, I guess. Yeah, Veronica's good, usually.
Yes.
I mean, we know each other from Shanghai, but I would say I'm not a very typical goth girl that you know. I'm more fun than typical. Yeah.
So tell us how it's going about all this Gothic stuff, a Gothic scene in China. What kind of goths you have there? If it's more like industrial, post-industrial stuff, like cybers, or maybe they're old school goths, trad goths.
Mm. No, it's so minimal. I think post-punk music fan. It's a bit more. Cyber there's a small community. I would say it start from 2, 3 years ago. There was officially some Cyber event. They are doing the Cyber dance in clubs. Finally, something official. Uh, and there are quite some fans of dark wave and even dark ambience, and
Hmm.
then post punk. It's more or less. And trad girls, it's difficult to define because they don't usually have the big hair. Some of them going to out for the party wearing the really trad girls big hair, but most of them you don't tell. They listen to the music, but they are like ordinary work office stuff that that's so cute because I love your cat.
Yeah, the background, the cat ground. Oh, so, um, how you got to know about the Gothic culture?
It's very stereotype. I was knowing the thing in middle school when I was actually got bullied in school. And
So there are bullies in China, guys.
yes,
So
that too. And it's not a small thing that I say exists. All those shit. Can you cut that part off?
no, no.
You can also keep it. Yeah, there's yeah, but back the time, I was pretty depressed. I was as also my family is in the early time that we have computers, so I was just searching around the forum with the coolest things that I can find, and I was getting into this. We have this Baidu Tieba, and back then there is this goth community there, and they have really spreading things coming. Like they are taking interviews, music, and festival experience from Germany or other side of world and sharing there. I was just so attracted to the thing, and I was just immediately going in and never go back. And then I'm the coolest person in a school, and I don't care anymore what they do to me. And it was fun.
Yeah, because usually, yeah, you don't use the Google. With
Yes, back then we can use Google. Yes.
yeah, true.
Yeah. Back then I even have my Facebook around that time.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit after that was MySpace time
Now I
from
remember.
MSN, and then my MySpace, and I have also afterwards the Facebook and Google, and then the rest of things got banned. That was before everything got banned. And yes, that also can be cut.
It's okay. It's nothing secret or something. So,
Yeah.
in average, like comparing with metalheads and punks, for example, if we talk about Shanghai,
Hmm.
in percentage, how many goth people there right now in this alternative scene?
Minimum. They are more metalheads
Okay.
and punk. The pure punk, it's even less than so-called goth fashion people. They It's so difficult to have people who is really devoting themselves to a topic and willing to expressing them in like really punk behavior. That's really not something in China so obviously, but goth people, I would say it's not even half of the metalheads, the ones I know, but there are some really they only listen to post punk or uh, dark wave music. They don't listen to metal. They are also quite pure group that
The
exists.
sound we have, it's the cats running around. We cannot do anything with it.
They're very cute.
I hope the microphone will cover the sound, but if not, just, everyone loves cats. So
Mm-hmm.
okay. Yeah, about this question, it's a really important question. You have also in China, like in Germany or any other country, like you're true goth. No, you're not real true goth. All these discussions, like you're poser. No, you're not poser. Like I'm the elitist. Like oh, I'm so fancy of the district. Stuff like this.
That's actually the beneficial if the general community is fashion oriented because everybody is elite if you are wearing fancy clothes. And no, I don't. There are some people who is really judging how you wear. If you are listening to the music and say, I'm so goth, and then you just look like meteor IT guy with the, of the t-shirt, not in my judge, but most of people they don't really judge, and many of the goth fashion enthusiastic, they are so young, they don't know anything, they are willing to learn from the experienced people what is really good. They are, at least from I know, some accept some of people they're really only into fashion. There are also people want to know what is the definition of being a goth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just limited of clothes, but there's something different, and there's something why there are so many old people still inside the thing.
And do you have stuff like I don't know how to really properly ask it? Like you're not really goth because goth is something in your soul. You should behave this way. You should be depressed. Do you have this such cliche ideas between Chinese goth or not? Or they're just kept this level? Because, this stereotypes, the goth should be sad and, get depressed forever, apparently. I don't know. Before was emo. Oh, jeez.
That's the first disagreement for that. No, I think in general people are making more joy than expressing depression.
Oh, shit. The camera is moving because the cat is touching it. Cat!
It's more of the people are more happy to find a community that agree each other, like respect each other's choice. So especially when you find another goth among 14 billion people, you imagine that, oh my god, this is a goth. I'm going to talk with that. I'm so happy I make this.
Oh boy, oh boy,
and
oh boy.
Nobody gets depressed in that thing, I would say.
Okay. The music of which country Chinese goth prefer?
I would say Germany and US as the most influence, and they are also actually they can dance for Australia. It's also a big influence. Mostly influence one for the thing or making the event. It's Lacrimosa. I would say they have traveled 7 or 8 times, if I
Yeah, every year
remember.
they have.
Every year since 2015 or
Yeah,
14,
I
they
remember.
come to China 1 or 2 times a year. I love them. I listened to them when I was young, but I never been their live concert ever when they were in
Really?
China. No, I never managed to, and their tickets a bit expensive. That's true. That's true too. But I never managed to visit their concert due to some reasons. There's always a proper reason I don't see them. But they are so big. They're two different cities, not just Shanghai and Beijing. Also like
Guangzhou.
Guangzhou, Shenzhen. I think they are big. They're spreading love, and people love them. They are still kind of a role model of people should start with as a baby bat, I would say. That's cute.
Well, and about this do-it-yourself stuff, Chinese people prefer to buy clothes or make it by themselves or both?
Both. Um, we have the convenience to get the first hand from the brand like Punk Rave, Duck in Love,
Yes.
Ever Ladies. They are all Chinese brand,
Honestly.
and it's easier to get those brands from China. But they are also now more individual designers. They are doing their own things, limited amount, and you can also talk with them, collaborating or do it yourself with the special fabric that they produce with the different printing you
I
like.
remember this brand Ansi. They was making mad cores.
Yes, I also I still buy courses for them. They're
Really
still
good
there,
quality.
and they are
Really
good
quality.
quality, and they have very good fitting of the Asian body shape as well.
Yeah, 3 metal bone corsets, really cool
Yeah.
ones.
And there's also the corset factory that I know, and I also order from them. You can also customizing the fabric. You like this corset style, but you like other fabric. You can ask them. You can just it's sort of a DIY. I would say.
Well, I know you was in Shanghai recently, and you told me there's different bars,
Yes.
clubs.
That's
Could you please
oh
this?
yeah.
Yeah. Like you told me there's a new clubs. How are they?
The
Are
bars.
they big, small? What is interesting there?
This time I visit Shanghai, it was a every night different bar, so it's only on weekdays. There's no judgment of how many customers there, but we have now three metal-oriented bars. One is more black and death metal vibe. One's more heavy metal, like old school, and the other one is more Vikingish, pagan-like. And actually, three of them are also could host goth event. And there's also a punk bar called Spectres, and they also have goth night and uh, drag queen night, where they make the subculture event, like the local artist who is really willing to perform there. They also host the event. There is also a one new goth shops. They are also hosting not just the fashion but also um, inviting the bands to have interviews to talk about the things or the experience of them. It's really cool. I'm very happy that now the things is so new and there are some influence who's willing to spread a new idea.
Okay. And how the society takes this kind of people? In general, not only goth, but also alternative people.
It's getting better. The parents are accepting much better nowadays. As unlike when I grown up, the black is kind of a taboo color in the family gathering. Now they don't care, as long as the kids having something they like, without going to the bad directions, like really bad directions, and then they don't care. This is something like the kids want, so it's much more open than 5-10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that's it. That was well. I could ask more questions, but we have limits. Well, thank you for your interview. It was really nice.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
inviting.
and see you next time.
See you next time.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.